Hello, my name is Nicholas Sosha. I'm a freshman here at Cleary University, and I'm a supply chain major. Today, we're going to be talking about microfarm projects. And please follow along on the slides. I apologize for not being able to put them on the video. Not sure how to do that. I know, young, whatever. This is a microfarm project by me. What is a microfarm? A microfarm is a small-scale agricultural operation that is typically smaller than 5 acres, and it emphasizes efficiency, sustainability, and high yield, meaning that it's efficient, it's easy to sustain, and can sustain for a long time, and it's giving you a lot of what you want. They can either be indoor or outdoors. Typically depends where you're at. Like if you're out in Arizona, California, it'll typically be outdoors. But if they're here in Michigan, it'll be indoor. They can be for a community, country, or just for your own family. Typically, it's a community thing to help bring a community together, especially in places like Detroit, New York. It can help countries that are like war torn, like Ukraine, and that can bring communities there together as well, but also have help with food struggles. And it can just help your own family. It's a fun thing to do with the fam. And it can help save money at the grocery store and not having to go out and buy all these vegetables every time. It's characterized by practices like vertical farming, raising beds, companion planting, and crop rotation. Microfarms can be found in rural and urban settings and are often associated with movements towards sustainability and organic agricultural. My goals for this is that I want something that will be sustainable and will last a long time and easy to sustain. I also want to have fresh vegetables for my family at all times, even in the winter. So I'm going to need to have something that is very high yielding and easy to sustain, which is not easy, but it is possible. I do want to try and do this because it'll help my family save money on vegetables at the grocery store and not having to buy them all the time. I also think this will be a fun way to get the family involved into something to do. Everyone take care of it. Everyone help put it together. And help bring us closer together as a family. As you can see, that site analysis, backyard picture. The red line box is where I want the greenhouse to be, and I'm hoping for it to be a 20 by 10 feet wide. I hope this will be enough room for at least 4 areas to grow the vegetables that I do want to grow. If not, it's a greenhouse and it is easy to change and make larger or smaller. Probably larger, hoping not for smaller. As you can see by this beautiful diagram that I drew myself, the land, you can see where I want the greenhouse, a door that can open and close, because I don't need random things getting in there. I do want vents at the top that I can open and close as well, but I do want vents at the top that allow things such as bees and pollinators to get in to help pollinate the vegetables to help them grow. Those lines you see, those are sprinkler lines that I will be connecting to a hose or maybe even to the sprinkler system that we already have. And that shouldn't cost too much more money. There's going to be 4 boxes, each with a different vegetable. Each box will be 4 feet wide and 8 feet long. So I want this to be pretty sizable because I want a lot of vegetables for my family. And as you can see down there at the bottom, I will be growing carrots, lettuce, tomatoes, and onions. Hopefully, I can get all those done. And Turley Garden will be growing, as I already said, carrots, lettuce, tomatoes, and onions. We will have a sprinkler system that is connected to our already existing in-ground system, or to a hose or something. We'll find a way. Each box will be 4 feet wide and 8 feet long, as I said. And as I already said too, I do want things such as bees and that to be able to get in to pollinate the vegetables to help them grow. I'm not too worried about energy. It shouldn't take more energy considering they only need to be watered a couple times per week, and it'll only be for 20 to 90 minutes. So if anything, I would be more worried about my water bill going up. But it shouldn't take too much more energy. Waste. This is very important in the composting. In composting, it's very important. Because I can use the waste and the extra scraps I get to throw in a compost bin and to make a nutrient-rich soil amendment, which I can then reuse in the garden boxes later on. This will help them grow, stay healthy, maybe grow even faster sometimes, some have found. And I'm hoping that this system should be like a never-ending cycle unless I mess something up and I have to lose all of it because I didn't grow them right. I did not like it. I also do want to do worm composting with it, which the worms go in, they eat the organic matter, and then they use their waste to make it an even more better nutrient-rich soil to help the plants, the vegetables grow even more. And then inside, I am going to be growing, I'm going to have a little thing. It's not going to be great. I didn't draw it, I know, but it's not going to be big, of cilantro, because that is a pollinator, so that means it attracts bees inside. And hopefully in doing so, it'll pollinate the rest of the vegetables that are in there and not just the cilantro. Funding. Yikes. No, it's not that expensive to put all this together. The most expensive part will be figuring out the sprinkler system and all that. Everything else will just require wood, soil, mulch, plastic, bars. But yeah, the most expensive part of this will probably be the sprinkler system having to be set up. But that's fine. I'll just go into the money that I have saved up to help put it all together. And like values, I think this will bring to my family is hard work, because it is really hard work to keep the plants alive and growing, keep everything running, sustainable. It'll be fresh produce, so it is, as being fresh, it will be better than anything store-bought, because all the store-bought stuff does have chemicals and pesticides and all that in it. So this will be better for our bodies and for kids growing up. And this will give my kids an opportunity to learn hard work, to learn about plants, to learn about their health, because this is a big healthy thing as well, to learn how to save money and how to take care of things properly. This can also be a soothing tactic to, you get sad or you have a bad day, you just go out and you relax by doing some composting, changing some things, picking some plants, I'm hoping that this will save us thousands of dollars in 3 years, and it'll actually be a helpful thing in our family, saving us money. And if we can take the money we would normally spend on the vegetables and put it in a savings account to help either expand or do something else with it. The greenhouse, maybe get a chicken coop, who knows. And for my final thoughts, I do think that this is a good greenhouses. If you can have one, get one. It's good for the family. Growing your own stuff is better. It's impactful on your body because you're not having all those bad pesticides and all that on you. Might be a little bit to start up, but you can find ways by not. You don't even need a greenhouse to start off with. You can start off with just boxes and go from there. And as I said earlier, actually going off of that, now I'm thinking about it, start off without a greenhouse, start off with just boxes. As you grow, even smaller boxes if you want. And as it grows, you take the money that you would normally spend on the vegetables at the store, put it in a savings account, and you use that money to eventually buy the greenhouse and save up and all that. But I do think that a greenhouse is also a great idea, or just having a garden in general, to help fight depression, loneliness. It can be a great soothing tactic when you're out there picking plants, out there rummaging in the soil. Love playing with dirt. The micro farm is always to bring hope or helpfulness or a community together or a family together, to teach people something. It's never a downer. And that's how I'm going to end that off with a hopeful and inspiring visual.